Same time मेरे को लगता है I'm dreaming. Is that really happening with me? Because इतने सालों बाद इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद ये दिन आया मेरी लाइफ में, तो I'm just grateful to God for that. My favorite actor is Ranbir Kapoor.
Yes, of course, वो भी है, and we'll talk a bit about Rashmika as well. उनके साथ आपका scenes वगैरह उतना था नहीं, but I think promotions के time पे you met her,
Yeah,
right?
she's a very sweet, very down to earth, very simple kind of a person. And that's the first time I met her, was during the promotion.
So
if I really can think of one message, it was Shilpa Shetty's. She sent me this really, really sweet message, and she was emotional while saying, and that made me cry. Hi, this is Bobby Deol. You're watching me on Subhajit's show, and I'm really happy to be on it. He wanted me to be on it. It wasn't happening, then finally it happened because he manifested it. So all the best to you, Subhajit. Lots of love.
मेरे दोस्तों, अपने अंदर का जो जानवर है, that animal, it's time to bring it alive because the OG animal over here is in the house, and he's not in the house, he's in his own house. I'm in his house right now to shoot this thing. Thank you so much, sir. It's a pleasure, privilege. I can only run short of adjectives. कितने time से I've been trying to do this. Finally, it's happening. God's been very kind to you, of course, because of everything that's happening. God's been kind to me as well because this is happening. Tell me something, sir. Whatever period your role was over there, without uttering a single dialogue, yet animal के बारे में social media पे जो भी viral हो रहा है, etc. everything, of course, people are talking about Ranbir, Sandeep sir, Rashmika, Tripti and everyone. But virality जो है, वो यही है और जमाल जमाल हुई है. I'm pretty sure वो जो entry का time था, that song, you also had no idea कि boss ये इतना viral हो जाएगा. But what is your reaction to this virality right now?
As I am feeling very blessed. I think I worked so hard for this moment to come in my life, to be given this kind of love and respect as an actor. But I never imagined कि ऐसा होगा social media पर कि लोग मेरे character का इतनी चीज़ें डालेंगे, reels बनाएंगे, memes बनाएंगे. It feels good because I feel I've touched their hearts as an actor. They've really loved my work. And makes me feel really happy. At the same time, मेरे को लगता है I'm dreaming. Is that really happening with me? Because इतने सालों बाद इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद ये दिन आया मेरी लाइफ में, तो I'm just grateful to God for that.
Touch wood. सर, आपने सोशल मीडिया के बारे में बात कहा अभी कि सोशल मीडिया में you're getting so much of love. पहले there was this time when the same social media was not so very kind to you, right?
Yeah.
Because of whatever reasons, etc. And उस टाइम पे I remember I sent you a message as well कि I went all guns blazing because I wanted to defend you for all the wrong reasons जो भी था. So the same social media, it's almost like a full circle, don't you think? यार मतलब the kind of adulation जो मिल रहा है वहाँ पे, whole new circle altogether.
I don't blame them. I guess at that point they needed someone to make fun of at that point, and I was chosen. But they realized eventually that what they were doing was not right, and I'm so grateful to them for giving me back the love they felt for me and making it so special for me by making memes on me. And there are the Bobbians who try to defend me. Then there's Bobby Wood.
Yeah, of course.
And then they've christened me with Lord Bobby.
Lord Bobby, yes, of course. How can we not talk about that?
So this just shows, that. And I knew what I'm capable of. I didn't have to prove to them anything because I knew that I am what I am. And God is watching from above, अच्छाई की हमेशा जीत होती है.
Sir, बाहर से you appear to be very strong, which you are, of course. मतलब physically मैं बोलूँ, mentally as well. But कुछ टाइम पहले मैंने एक वीडियो देखा था, आप गाड़ी के अंदर थे, and whatever love, प्यार जो आपको मिल रहा था, you had tears in your eyes at that point of time. So it's very normal for an human being to have that kind of emotion. उतना प्यार अगर मिलता है अचानक, which perhaps we have been craving for that long, it's very natural to have that thing. But do you think कि कहीं ना कहीं जाके वो emotions जो था आपने बहुत सालों से अपने अंदर दबा के रखा था?
As I was saying, this thing to happen in my life, this moment to come in my life. I've been waiting for so many years. You know, I mean, when you work so hard, I mean, a lot of people work hard. All of them are looking for that moment, and when that happens, it is so overwhelming. Because उस दिन भी जब मैं जा रहा था तो जितने भी पैप्स थे वहाँ पर मुझे इतने तारीफ कर रहे थे मेरी, इतना प्यार दे रहे थे मुझे कि मतलब इतना प्यार मिलना is like you feel so special and you know it just makes you वो खुशी के आंसू थे, tears of joy.
You know, as far as health is concerned, of course, mashallah, touchwood, you're looking in the best shape possible. Beast mode on जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, वो मूवी में तो दिखा ही हम लोग को. एंट्री जो क्लाइमैक्स वाला सीन है with you and Ranbir, a lot of stuff is being spoken about your health, physique, his physique as well. सेट पे जब काम करते थे, मैंने एक वीडियो देखा था, उसके पहले आप पुशअप कर रहे थे वहाँ पे. तो वो ट्रेनिंग उसके साथ वो भी करता था, आपको ज्वाइन करता था वहाँ पे?
हाँ, वो भी करता रहता था क्योंकि हमको पूरा दिन वहाँ था. So we just used to pump a little bit.
Yeah.
But we couldn't pump all the time.
Of course.
It used to get tiring. Just when we felt a little, less confident of the physique looking good, we would pump. And but yeah, I really worked hard. Even Ranbir worked really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see the film, he has to go through so many things.
Yes.
And
different physical structures as well.
Yeah. For me, it was to look the character Abrar because मेरा character बोलता नहीं है. So
बहुत खतरनाक था. हाँ, सच में बता रहा हूँ, बहुत खतरनाक था. स्पेशली वो चाकू लेके ऐसे करके जो बुलाया ना अपने वो जो दो अपने वाइफ्स को वहाँ पे ऑन स्क्रीन वाइफ्स ऑफ कोर्स. You know, a lot of people freaked out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I had to build a physique because he wanted the bare body fight, and also the character has to look powerful. He doesn't speak, so body language, everything just came naturally. I don't know. I just felt the character so strongly that it just happened. You know.
सोशल मीडिया पे बहुत जगह बिकॉज ऑफ द काइंड ऑफ इम्पैक्ट दैट योर कैरेक्टर हैज हैड, स्पेशली बिकॉज यू हैव नॉट स्पोकन अ वर्ड, बट स्टिल वो इम्पैक्ट है. अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर सेइंग कि बॉस दिस इज परहैप्स द नेक्स्ट लेवल एंटागोनिस्ट कैरेक्टर दैट वी हैव हैड इन हिंदी सिनेमा फॉर द लॉन्गेस्ट टाइम. क्या आपको लगता है कि ये जो नया एक आपका पहचान है इन टर्म्स ऑफ किलिंग दिस नेगेटिव स्पेस, दिस अगर फिल्म मेकर्स एक्सेट्रा वुड हैव शोन द सेम फेथ इन यू इन दिस काइंड ऑफ रोल्स पहले, I mean, you would have been a lot happier?
I mean, that's what my story is. I mean, I've been dying to get good work, but people didn't believe in me as an actor. And it was very difficult. I went through a difficult period in my life. But I knew what I was capable of. And when I had lost my self-belief, but self-belief is the most important thing for anyone. When you have self-belief, then you can achieve whatever you want, And I just said to myself, I am something special. I have something special in me. And I really worked hard. I did acting classes. I did everything just to see what I need to understand more. And then I have done films like Poster Boys, which was a great experience working with Shreyas. I think he taught me a lot as an actor. And I learned a lot from him. And but that film didn't work. I mean, luck bhi nahi chal rahi thi us waqt. But then eventually, OTT changed my whole life.
Of course.
Class of 83. I wish Class of 83 would have come 1 month before Ashram. People would have seen it.
Yeah.
They still have seen it, but who hasn't seen? Whoever has not seen Class of 83, please watch it.
Please dekho, yaar.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
it was my first time I was on OTT platform, and I think it's a very interesting film.
Yeah.
Then Ashram changed everything. भैया हमेशा बोलते हैं कि जो गदर मेरे लिए थी वो आश्रम तेरे लिए. So, but it was an OTT, and then Love Hostel I did again, a different antagonist, but at the same time
वो भी काफी violent था, मतलब it was very violent.
Yeah, so then, but the magic of silver screen is something so magical that what that can do to you as an actor is, that's what's happened to me just now.
How sweet. जिस दिन एनिमल रिलीज हुआ एंड द फर्स्ट मोमेंट, वो जो इनिशियल इनपुट्स होते हैं ना लोगों का, फैंस का, ऑडियंस का, कि यार बॉबी सर यू आर किलिंग इट, यू आर लविंग इट, उस दिन बिफोर गोइंग टू स्लीप व्हाट वर योर थॉट्स?
I wasn't nervous. This is the first time I have done a film when from the moment I signed it I had a gut feeling.
And बहुत strong होता है, gut feeling instinct is very strong.
I manifest things in my life now. Like earlier you were saying you were manifesting to meet me. But I manifest things. I say it's going to happen for me. I only think positively about something. And that's what's happening with me, you know. So, but Sandeep Reddy Vanga is a magician. He is one of the best directors we have, and the kind of world he creates with his movies is so different, you know. He just brings characters to life which you don't see otherwise, and he's just awesome. I think this film is so big because of him.
Yeah, of course, the scale, the grandeur, of course.
And then my favorite actor, Ranbir Kapoor.
Yes, of course, वो भी है, and we'll talk a bit about Rashmika as well. उनके साथ आपका scenes वगैरह उतना था नहीं, but I think promotions के time पे you met her.
Yeah,
right?
she's a very sweet, very down to earth, very simple kind of a person. And that's the first time I met her, was during the promotion.
So wasn't she kind of like happy and starstruck seeing you? Because for her, of course, she has been seeing your work for the longest time.
I wouldn't have been able to make that out, but she was just so sweet. And she told me that she really loved me in the film because she had seen it before me.
Yes, yes.
So she's really sweet. She's done a fantastic job in the film. You know, all the characters. Anil was always good, and this time he was a little subdued, and he brought out, you know, made you emotional with his scenes. And it was so nice to see Prem ji, Shakti ji, and Suresh Oberoi ji in the film. I didn't even know they were there in the film. I met Shakti ji in London when I was shooting for something, and he says, मैं भी animal में हूँ. मैं बोला अच्छा, क्योंकि मुझे पता ही नहीं था कहानी. मुझे सिर्फ उसने मेरा कैरेक्टर समझाया था और कहानी का जिस्ट दिया था. जी. But he never told me the complete story. So when I was watching it for the first time, I was also seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, no, I remember. In fact, आपने trailer भी नहीं देखा था. Like you were so excited to see the trailer as well before the like सबने देख लिया था, but आपका pending था. So I understand that. Sir, मुझे बोलिए, like Ranbir had said that वो जो उसका character था, for him his reference point was his own relationship with Rishi sir for the longest time. वहाँ से उसने inputs लिए थे to kind of get into the skin of the character. यहाँ पे for you, is your strong bonding with Sunny sir, has that been a reference point behind your love for your character and the brother?
Actors use
real life
scenarios and incidents in their life, and even when I was doing that scene where I killed that guy because my brothers died, somewhere in my mind it was my brother. You know, that if something happens to my brother, what will I do? I will destroy the world if someone did something to my brother. And that's the way I felt, and I used that emotion to bring that scene. You know, I still remember when I did the scene. You know, everybody in the wedding was there, started clapping. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, what's happening? What did I do? I thought they were just being sweet. Then Sandeep came up to me straight away and he said, Bobby, the way you were emoting and the way you controlled your emotions.
And आपके आँखें, because it's so all the way more difficult when you're not speaking. So you're just acting with your eyes. तो वो जो हैवानियत है, that you brought alive on screen with that one moment.
Yeah, I know. Sandeep said this is like a award-winning shot. It was one take only. Yeah. I didn't do more than one take with that.
क्या बात है. So last question before I let you go would be कि of course audience and fans they're giving some crazy reactions. Social media पे तो हर एक alternative reel पे आपका ही गाना है. तो मुझे बताओ industry में से whose message, किसी का शायद कोई WhatsApp message आपको किया होगा कि यार Bobby we loved your performance. Whose message did you like the most?
I got messages and phone calls from so many people from my industry. They genuinely felt for me. They were so happy that this has happened for Bobby. But if I really can think of one message, it was Shilpa Shetty's. She sent me this really, really sweet message, and she was emotional while saying, and that made me cry. It was so sweet of her.
How sweet. Yeah. But sir, just like I said, शुरुआत तो हो गया है Bobby Deol 2.0 का. This is only going to scale to greater heights. Thank you so much, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. You've been an absolute champion and an inspiration, and the way you have actually, kind of, बोलते हैं ना, risen like a phoenix from the ashes. That is exactly the definition that you and your picture, your personality embodies. I'm genuinely very inspired. सिर्फ physique वगैरह से नहीं, but also in life because I'm a young boy. So I also want my life to go the way it should be. Thank you so much for giving me your valuable time. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on the Sunny G Show. This is your host Shubhajit with the one and only OG, Bobby Deol, sir. We'll see you with another interesting episode very soon. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. Take care and thank you.